Alright guys, welcome in. We're going to take a look at some of this footage here of these rioters slash protesters, whatever you want to call them, in California. I mean, they're literally trying to kill the ICE agents that are apprehending these illegal criminals. I don't understand how people can say that they are doing the right thing by assaulting these ICE agents. I mean, you're trying to prevent what you call a crime by committing a far worse crime. It just doesn't make sense. We're going to take a look at this. One of these rioters actually pulls out a gun and starts shooting at ICE agents. It's just incredible the amount of violence that these rioters are showing towards ICE. And I gotta hand it to these ICE agents. They have shown an incredible amount of restraint in these situations. Because myself, if I was in that situation, I mean, you got 100 people throwing rocks at your cars, busting your windows, shooting at you. I mean, I personally, I would have, I think I would have shot somebody, but that's just me. But take a look here and watch this video and let me know what you guys think. This is I think this is the aftermath of the raids that they did in California on the 2 marijuana farms that were employing illegal immigrants. Let's have a look.
Scene of violence there erupting at 2 marijuana farms out west in California. 200 illegal immigrants were arrested. More than 500 protesters showed up on scene there to try and antagonize that operation. One man was seen pulling a gun, appearing to fire on federal agents who were conducting lawful raids at those sites just outside L.A. The feds had arrived on the scene with a warrant for illegal employees. Other agitators can be seen here blocking roads, attacking agents with rocks. The CBP commissioner claims the pot farm in question is now under investigation for child labor violations. They've released this image of 10 migrant juveniles.
Let's pause that right there for a second. Did you guys see that guy's window? I mean, right there by his head, there's a huge hole where, I mean, it had to have been a pretty big stone that was thrown through his window. And these guys standing here blocking their path of escape, I mean, they have every right to run those guys over. I'm sorry, but they have every right to do that, which they didn't. So they showed an incredible amount of restraint here.
Investigation for child labor violations. They've released this image of 10 migrant juveniles, 8 of them unaccompanied. President Trump's border czar says the protesters have now crossed a clear line. Listen.
What happened in California is just another example of protesters becoming criminals. And they've been emboldened by even members of Congress who compare ICE to Nazis and racists and terrorists. I mean, the rhetoric is so high, and I said 2 months.
All right, hold on. You see that guy right there, the one with the highlight around him? He is actually shooting at ICE agents, trying to quell this riot, and he's just in broad daylight firing at these ICE agents.
Ago, it's going to end up with a loss of life, and we had one the other day in Texas, and it's not over. I mean, the rhetoric has to end. ICE agents are simply enforcing the law that members of Congress enacted.
Well, California's Governor Gavin Newsom sharing his outrage, saying,
okay, they're going to show a post from Governor Gavin Newsom, as President Trump affectionately likes to call him. But he is essentially siding with the protesters, and when you do that, you're instigating, all but instigating this type of behavior. If people can go out here and attack ICE agents, I mean, shoot them down in the middle of the street, and the governor doesn't condemn this behavior, the rioters look at this like it's a green light to continue this type of behavior. So it's just baffling to me how Gavin Newsom can condone this type of behavior. It's just incredible.
Quote, kids running from tear gas, crying on the phone because their mother was just taken from the fields. Trump calls me new scum, but he's the real scum. The attacks on ICE agents caps off a dangerous week for immigration officials who have faced 2 separate ambushes on their facilities and a whole lot of heated rhetoric.
I don't care. Throw me in jail. Do what you have to do. I'm going to continue to stand up what's right.
Will be a reckoning for some of the actions that actual law enforcement have done.
They are kidnapping people and transporting them to concentration camps.
Those chilling words.
Okay, so let's stop this right here. That lady just said they're taking these people to concentration camps. I think she needs to go back to high school, because that is not the definition of a concentration camp. Down in Florida, the Alligator Alcatraz, started calling this place. It has air conditioning. I mean, a lot of amenities that most Americans don't have. So this is far from a concentration camp. They're not killing these people. They're treating them like human beings, and they're just enforcing the law. A lot of these folks have violent criminal backgrounds, and they need to be removed from our country. But and like Tom Homan has said, if you don't want to work with the border with the ICE agents and let them come into your jails and apprehend these criminals that are already in custody, you're going to get a lot more deportations, because ICE has to go into the community and hunt these criminals down. And when they come across other people who are illegal, undocumented, whatever you want to call it, they're going to be deported as well. So they would benefit by allowing these ICE agents to come into the prisons and do their jobs. So the Democrats just, I mean, it's baffling how they can support this type of activity. If they ever stand a chance of winning another election, they need to do a complete 180 and reverse this type of behavior and the way they're going, which is farther left than anything I've ever seen before. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about this and this type of behavior, and just let me know what you think in the comments about this whole situation. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.